Thank you for volunteering as an adoption clerk at our event. In this video, I will show you what the paperwork looks like and how you would go about completing it. Each animal at the event will have their own folder, which will include all of their paperwork. In the folder, you'll also find their medical records. The adopter gets to take the folder home and these medical records with them after the adoption is complete. The first form is the Offsite Mobile Adoption Person Info Sheet. This form will be in each folder and needs to be filled out for every animal. The best way to go about this is to ask for the adopter's license and to make sure the address on the license is the most up-to-date. If it is not, ask them for their new address. Complete the sheet based off the license information. Make sure to ask for the new address if the license is incorrect. For the emergency contact on the microchip, that should be someone other than the adopter. This is in case we are not able to get a hold of the adopter, we will call the emergency contact instead. One more important item to add at the bottom of this document is to note whether the person is paying with cash or credit card, and also exactly what they are purchasing. For example, if someone is paying with cash for the adoption, a collar, a leash, and the Hamilton County license, you would write cash and then list adoption, collar, leash, and license. This information is helpful for our outcomes manager when she is getting everything situated the day after the event to make sure dogs are updated appropriately in our system. Next, you'll move on to the adoption contract. This is pretty straightforward. Please read out loud each bullet point to the adopter to make sure they understand, and then have them sign the bottom of the form and input the animal's ID number, which can be found on their medical sheet. Make sure to fill in any other information requested on this form. If the adopter is a resident of Hamilton County, then they must purchase a Hamilton County license, which is $19.75. This is non-negotiable unless they show that they have already purchased one that is up to date. This dog license application will be in each folder, but remember to only fill this out for an adopter that is located in Hamilton County. You'll fill in each section based off the dog, and it's easiest to use the medical sheet in the folder to find the age, color, breed, etc. The term will always be 1, and the fee paid will always be $19. Plug in the license number of the tag you've grabbed from the stack of licenses for this adopter and make sure to give them that tag. At the bottom, for owner info, you can grab all of this information off the adoption paperwork. Have them sign, date, and include a phone number as well. Now you've got all of the appropriate paperwork filled out. Gather the Offsite Mobile Adoption Person Information Sheet, the adoption contract, and also the Hamilton County Dog License application, and paperclip them all together and then place in the folder labeled Take Back Folder. This is the folder that we will bring back to the shelter to finalize the adoptions the next day. The adopter gets the dog's folder, including the medical sheets inside, which shows all of their vaccinations so they can provide that information for their vet. Also, it will include the dog's microchip number on that sheet and sometimes a yellow tag that came with the chip, but sometimes there is not a yellow tag, and that is okay as long as there is a microchip number on the medical sheet. It just means we weren't provided a tag when the dog was microchipped. Once done with all the paperwork, all that's left is payment. We'll have a Square card reader to use, or if the adopter is paying cash, we will have cash on hand at events. For the Square, there are pre-made up charges set up inside the Square reader, so you will select whichever one corresponds with what they are paying for. For example, if they are adopting a dog, you would choose dog adoption. Purchasing a license fee, you choose license fee, and make sure to add that writer's fee of 75 cents. The Square is pretty easy to use, And with the already added options, it's just a few clicks and then payment. You'll use the square whether the person is paying by credit card or cash, since there is a cash option. Once done with the transaction, it will ask how to send the receipt. Ask the adopter, and they can choose by text message or email. Get that set up, and they'll be on their way. Once the Square reader shows that payment has gone through and the receipt has sent, the adoption process is over. Make sure the adopter has the folder with all of the animal's information inside. And if you can, grab a photo to send to our media manager back at the shelter. Don't forget to congratulate the adopter.